Currently, I'm focusing on a new product that we have that's called AdGrader. So basically, the idea is that we have lots and lots of AdWords accounts and data, and we think that we know how to structure them, how to buy traffic in the most cost-efficient way for our customers. And we're proud of that. We have talked to advertisers, big and small, in UK, in US. We have had customers in South America, in Russia, and all over the place, and we think we know what we're doing. But then you're like, but how good are we really? Like, can we quantify it? I mean, of course, as a programmer, you want to know that you're good, not only feel it, I guess. So that is what AdGrader is all about. We're trying to make a site where you can take your AdWords account, log into the site, we will download some data and try to quantify different metrics and compare it to other accounts. And then deliver back a grade that tells you, this is how you're doing, this is areas where you could improve. I'm going to show you a little bit of this product today, because I mean, you are potential users perhaps, and I want to get feedback. That's why I'm here. This is how it looks, the landing page today. It says we're in closed beta, but I already have the code, so I'll go here. Then I'll input the code. I actually created a special code for today. It's peaks with big letters. And what happens now is that I go to Google. Since I already accepted, they won't prompt me after this, but I get to select the Google account. And then I will be logged into the system, so if I hadn't done this before, it would prompt me, then I will get here. And the system would at this point receive a token to be able to access the AdWords accounts. And then it will produce a grade and a report for my account here. So you can see I've spent about 10 Swedish crowns the last month. And actually this is a quite special Google AdWords account because I use it to advertise my own name. So it kind of see how many impressions I get for exact match on banners at the bottom. But then you can see here, the system doesn't think I'm that good at advertising, sadly. I only have quality score 4, so apparently Google doesn't think that I'm relevant for my own name. I have a quite, unnormal name or unique name, so I don't know what they think is relevant. But at least
you send the traffic?
I send it to a site called about.me/banner. So it was one of these super cool startups a few years ago, I guess. I don't know what's happening now, really. They had some good stuff, I guess. But anyway, that's where I send the traffic. I buy everything on exact match. But this is usually like a good measure to figure out whether you control the cost or Google controls the cost, or how good idea you have of which keywords to buy. And if you have lots of broad match, then Google will give you lots of great ideas of potential keywords, but at the same time it might not be the best spend if you already know what they are worth or not, basically. Then I wanted to have this kind of graph in it where I try to map out, how much. What's the distribution of different, keywords and volumes in the account? Because the higher the volume, the easier it is to control, even for a human, and the lower the volume, the harder it is to predict the value, and it's harder to know the incremental cost of buying clicks, for example. So it could also be kind of a good indicator of how much control you have over your account. And then here is a bidding distribution. So I have 3 keywords that actually buys clicks, and all of them are set to 10 Swedish crowns per click. That's my maximum bid. So if you want to go and outbid me and get quality score 4, you can set 10.1 and you would have the first position, I guess. But usually this graph looks a whole lot different, and what we're really looking to map out here is, of course, the probability that many keywords have the same optimal bid as each other gets lower and lower the more kind of keywords that's stacked in that pile. So usually when a human does the bidding, you can see hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of keywords having the same bid. And this is something that you maybe might consider suboptimal in many cases. So this is more or less how it looks. And I guess these two aren't very populated since I don't have much data in this account. And this is my MVP. Now I'm trying to drive some traffic, get some feedback.